Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Fan Faces Plus with your boy Amadu the Great. How are you doing today out there, man? Hopefully you're doing great. You're doing fine. You're manifesting greatness into the world. Now come on with me, man. Let's go for this ride, all right? Today on Fan Faces Plus, we got the NBA playoffs. NBA championship playoffs between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. Things are going okay so far for one team, anyways. And also, we'll speak on Kaitlyn Clark and the Summer Olympics and what she brings to that table. And also, we'll be talking about the two party system, the rift between the two parties. The two tiers of justice that we happen to be experiencing in this situation here. So let's jump right into it, won't we? To start off with the NBA playoffs. In so many words, I watched the first game between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. And from that first game, I'm like, wow, Dallas is in trouble. The eye test, Boston just popped off the screen. My preconceived notions from the beginning of the series, I was definitely thinking that Dallas will come out like gangbusters and whoop on Boston, but that is not the case at all. Boston just came out and overwhelmed Dallas on every single level, and I was just in shock and awe. I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't know what to make of it. That Boston defended Luka Doncic so well. It's like they're blitzing him whenever Luka gets the ball. There's like three dudes all around him, making all of his other catch and shoot guys irrelevant. Luka is known to take on the test from time to time, where you take a tough shot, he'll hit a tough shot, and will think nothing of it. But in this series against the Boston Celtics have Jalen Brown. They have Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. They're all just doing the work, man. Everybody's just playing at a all pro caliber level, and that's just insane. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would see this happen to Kyrie and Luka in the playoffs. I thought, Kyrie and Luka would rise to the challenge. I thought for sure Luka would rise to the challenge and do actually and execute on the offense and defense, knowing what's at stake here. His legacy, his playoff prowess, his future here in Dallas. But I guess he's a one-trick pony. Lots of offense, no defense, and in basketball, it's a two-way street. You need to play offense just as well as you play defense, or you become a liability. And it's not easy to become a liability. But the Mavericks did. They wanted a star in Kyrie Irving. They got the star. But Kyrie does not play defense. Luka doesn't play defense. They're expecting all the other guys on the squad to play defense. And they get overwhelmed by Boston Celtics' barrage of weapons. Barrage, I tell you, barrage of weapons. They're just coming at them left, right, upside down. And they're just hitting them on every level, which is just insane. I never thought in my wildest dreams that the Dallas Mavericks will be down 0-3, will be down 1-3 against the Boston Celtics. I thought at least this would be a 7-game series. But after watching game one, I thought this was going to be, a gentleman's sweep for sure. And that's the way it's heading in my point of view, really. Yes, Kristaps Porzingis is hurt, but with Kristaps Porzingis hurt, it doesn't matter. Boston's still going to come up big, and they're going to probably win the next. They're going to win it in Game 6 and end the series, because Dallas Mavericks just can't stop them on any level. Dallas Mavericks cannot stop them on any level, and Luka Doncic cannot expand his energy on offense and then go back and be great defensively. Kyrie Irving has not had a great series, and he was never known to be a great defensive stopper anyway. So this series is done as far as I'm concerned. Over and out. Kristaps Porzingis is really the X factor. He came in and literally played like he didn't miss a beat, played like he didn't have any time off. He was just giving it to Dallas. So Luka, Kyrie, pack your bags. It's over. And the next game, not today, but in 2 days or so, it's over and done with. You guys are going home. Pack your bags. Sad to say it. I don't bet, so I picked you guys. I picked the Dallas Mavericks to win the series with the 7-game series. But all hope is lost on this end, man. I hope you guys do well next year. I hope you guys put together a team and come out and do some things, and hopefully the West, come out the West and represent the West again next year. But I don't know that will happen because it's pretty much been every year two new teams. So there's much to say on that subject, man. But keeping it on the basketball tip, we got our lady, Kaitlyn Clark. There's a lot of noise being made about her, not making the Olympic team. For me, it generally isn't a big deal that she didn't make the Olympic team. She wasn't the top to start it off with. She wasn't the top. She wasn't top 12, so she didn't make the team. And the people that are arguing for her to make the team, they're saying, "Oh, she brings so much value to the team. She could do this. She could do that. Monetarily, she could increase their sales. She could increase their notoriety." I don't buy that. Typically, on the Olympic level, it's more nationalism when it comes to rooting for the United States. The United States women's basketball squad is going to get a fan base, is going to have a fan base rooting for them regardless of who's on there, because there's nationalism, there's pride at stake here. So everybody in America pretty much would root for the United States team on every level. Women's soccer, we go crazy during the Olympics and during the World Cup for women's soccer in America. Men's basketball, we go crazy during the Olympics. Pretty much any sport that America plays. Men's soccer, we're not even that good at men's soccer. I mean, we've gotten better as of late. America's not that good at men's soccer, but bottom line is, when it comes to playing on the national stage, on the international stage, we've always shown our pride as Americans to support the American teams. We've always stepped up to the plate and came out in droves to support the Americans. So I really don't think it's a big deal that Kaitlyn Clark didn't make it this year. Maybe next time around, next Olympic around, she'll make it. And if she does, it would be well deserved. She would have played her butt off. She would have made a name for herself, hopefully, by then. And she could be there. There's no talking points other than she deserves it. She deserves it, and she should be on the team. That's it. Lock, step, key, put it all in place. So for me, not a big deal at all. Nationalism over pride, all right? We will support our own because they are our own. With or without Kaitlyn Clark, the American squad will be supported regardless. So that's my 2 cents. That's what I got to say on that. But let's go on to the popular culture topics here. We got Hunter Biden. He recently got found guilty for having a gun. And Donald Trump recently got found guilty, 34 counts, found guilty for what's it called? For trying to manipulate election documents so that he can give himself. I mean, he paid off somebody and manipulate what is said on his documents to hide the fact that he paid off somebody, not to have a salacious story out about him. And they found him guilty. Since it is his first offense, he won't see any jail time whatsoever. and he wasn't brought out in cuffs or anything like that. They just let him walk out. Hunter Biden, I'm sure they just let him walk out. They're gonna probably put them on probation and this, that, and the third. But naturally, any regular person that's not up to that tier, the Hunter Biden, the Donald Trump level, naturally, when you get convicted, you know what happens? Even for lesser crimes, they parade you out like a pariah, put cuffs on you, have like 5, 6 cops around you as if you're gonna, go crazy and do something really dangerous, which is not the case at all. But for security reasons, they have so many cops around you. They have so many law and order personnel around you just to, for the show. And the two-tier justice system that the Republicans are complaining about, oh, this the New York AG plotted with Joe Biden to find Donald Trump guilty. What would be the reasoning of that? What would be the point? Donald Trump, they say give somebody terrible a rope and they will always hang themselves. Donald Trump has been given the rope. They don't have to do anything. He keeps on doing goofy things to hang himself. He keeps on putting his head where it doesn't belong, doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And voila, he finds himself in situations that he shouldn't be in. So the two-tier justice system, he's lucky he's on the other side of that tier, because for an average guy like myself, I told somebody that I interacted with, I was like, hey, you'll bounce back real quick. And all of a sudden, I found myself in hot water with HR. I was like, actually, the exact statement was, hey, you'll be fine since you're semi-youngish. You'll bounce back. You snap back real quick. Then I made a hand gesture, and that should be called sexual harassment. Oh my God, the two-tier justice system, man. You guys that have money, you enjoy it. Us regular average Joe folks don't get to enjoy that luxury. If I smile at somebody wrong and I'm working, HR will, and that person doesn't like me, HR, and that person tells HR, human resources will jump down my throat like, hey, what'd you do that for? We need to do an investigation. How dare you? This could be something detrimental to somebody's physical and mental health. And I'm like, yo, it's not that serious at all. So everybody that's out there talking about two tiers of justice, the two tiers of justice exist because you're broke. And for the broke people, we get to suffer the most. If you have money, you do not suffer the egregious things that they do to you, that they do to us. If you're broke, they do egregious things to you. If you're rich, you get to walk out free and go back to your house and live your life until we meet again, until you meet with your probation officer or this, that, and the third via Zoom or whatever, and no shackles on you. But if you're broke, they'll put shackles on you, and they'll probably have you in prison awaiting your sentencing. So everybody that's talking about two tiers of justice system, get out of here, especially if you got money, especially if you are well-to-do. For the average Joe like myself, they'd punish me like I stole something, even if I didn't. All right. Today's episode for Fan Faces. You get Fan Faces Plus. Today's episode of Fan Faces Plus. You can catch it on YouTube, YouTube for video, and you can catch the episode on all streaming platforms that stream podcasts. And today's episode is sponsored by Final Cuts Media. Check Final Cuts Media out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere. Follow us, subscribe, share, connect with us. Leave a comment in the comment section if you find an episode or you find content that connects with you. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for supporting. And please don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. For Fan Faces Plus, I am Amadu the Great. And by the way, Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, or to all the family members that step up to the plate and support people that support family members that need a father figure in their life. All right. So, Fan Faces Plus, I am Amadu the Great. Till next time, we'll meet again. Have a good one.